why a lot of times when they refer to that, they call it down the Fort Worth. You know, they like a Fort Worth. Okay. Good morning. Thank you. Okay, BJ and Joe Hondo out and about on the Recumbents. And we're on the Templeton Gap Trail, or the T-Gap. And we're going through a tunnel. So, ole, 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 ole. You're good, no ice.
Okay, great.
Howdy. You too. So yeah, how y'all doing this morning? It is Sunday. Luckily for you, they don't have a song for Sunday. So I have to. Yeah. Okay. Hi. So like I said, we're on the T-Gap Trail. Now we're on the upper part of the T-Gap Trail. The T-Gap is one of those strange trails that kind of goes east and then north and then east and then north. And it goes all over. But Ah. Tonight's video, Sunday night's video, is at 5:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, or Standard Time, whatever. And on YouTube, of course. So we are heading up to the Flint Ridge Road bike lane, and good morning. Have a good day. But yeah, it's funny, they didn't talk about any clouds today, but all of a sudden we got a lot of, luckily they're, nice white puffy type clouds. They're not anything that looks like it will do anything, because they didn't have us having any, bad weather coming in till sometime on Tuesday. So we should be able to. Howdy. Thank you.
I swear that brown one looked at me like, help me, help me.
Help me be free. But yeah, we've got our Sena R1 intercom helmets on, so we can talk to each other. So if you hear an eerie voice, it's not God, it's Joe.
I don't think my voice was eerie.
Yeah, I had to get a new phone. I guess the old phone got too hot somehow, and the battery started bulging, and it was bulging so bad that it was starting to push the glass out from the, from the actual metal case, and they said it would probably cost me, because it's an older phone, probably cost me $200 to fix it. So I said, well, I might as well just get a new $200 phone then. I could have got a 16 for a little cheaper, but we put it on the long-term payment plan, so it'll take 3 years of $5 a month. Then probably by that time, it'll probably be a toaster too.
Yep.
Because we're out in the, we're out in the heat a lot, But I started putting I was doing it before, but I didn't do it fast enough, I guess. But I'm put an ice pack in a plastic bag, and then got the phone on top of that. So hopefully it will be able to keep that phone cool and keep the battery cool enough. We won't do anything crazy. Because it's funny, because Joe's is in her what we call the side bag. That's that critter right there, and actually a normal bicycle handlebar bag is what it is, but it's so handy. That's where I keep all my camera gear and a few other odds and ends. But so yeah, we're it just seems like we're going to probably have these clouds most of the day, but it is supposed to hit 60 to 62 today. I don't think it'll get above 60 with these clouds, but it's still plenty good. We don't even have the jackets on. We got the long sleeves, but we don't have the jackets on, so if they start all bunching up, we might have to put the jackets on. Yeah, we carry them with us. We carry the jacket, extra gloves, warmer gloves, warmer head cover, spare tubes, tools, 2 different locks. We have a cable lock 6-foot cable lock, and then we have a U-bolt lock. And I carry a little battery pack, to recharge the phone. Because our helmets run off the Bluetooth on the phone. So if my phone runs out of juice, I probably don't have communication with my wife. This is where the trail forks. The fork in the trail, yes. If you go to the left, you go up and you change to the Austin Bluffs trail. But like this trail, it only goes so far. Then you have to turn around. Unless you want to ride a single sidewalk for quite a ways. Actually, you'd be riding it because if you go up to Academy Boulevard and want to go down, don't want to come back this way. Bikes up, okay. Bikes up means we got bikes coming at us. Hello. Good morning. Careful, don't knock yourself out there. Yeah. So we're now down in the drainage area.
Ice Central.
Yeah, very icy. We have to be careful because sometimes if the water gets good enough, it will spill over. Yeah, as you can see, we got a bunch of ice over here too. I think what happens is the water comes through this tunnel we're coming up on, and it flows over there, and then it flows in. So that's a really poor design. As far as the trail goes, it's a really poor design. But when they first built it, they didn't have a bicycle trail in mind. Because I'm sure that the channel was here long before the Okay, once you get past the bridge, stop. I'm going to switch back the other camera. Okay, well, we're going to switch to the other camera to do the Flint Ridge bike lane. So, as usual, we'll get back to you. Bye for now. same for the front end actually, but the front end they can fudge. Because if you look at our ball joints, the ones we got, they're not the same as the ones. These are better. They're thicker. They much us, that'd be embarrassing.
About that.
We love these things.
Exercise.
And they're so comfortable too. There's no stress on your shoulders, your neck, your back. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I have heavy arthritis in my neck, so this thing, God said. No, there's a whole lot of us. Oh yeah, because it dies sooner or later.
Need the storm to come. You are what's your name?
My wife Jo.
Nice to meet you, BJ and Joe. I'll see you again.
All right. Let's take the screen. Just hold on. Take the screen and put it together. You just need to get the right information. I'll put out the transmitter. I haven't budged yet. Oh, here they come. No, they're not coming yet. First spot. Okay, well, we're back. We had a good iced tea at Starbucks and ate our brown bag special. And now we're going to go finish this fork of the Templeton Gap Trail. I said both the trails that come off the main part of the T Gap actually dead end. This one goes up to Ranch Drive and then it dead ends. Now you can jump on a single wide sidewalk, and go up to Academy Boulevard if you needed to get food or water or something like that. But it's not an easy. It's easier to actually cross the road and get on that side, because the side going up, well, I guess it would be the right side of the road going up, the lampposts take up a lot of the room, on the sidewalk, so you could just barely get by with the trike. But yeah, so I got a problem with our helmets. I'm going to have to, well, I had to get a new phone, and I saw that it had my helmet registered in the Bluetooth on the phone, but and it worked this morning. But now all of a sudden it won't connect to the phone. So I'm going to have to go back and redo the whole procedure that was such a pain in the buns. Yeah, like I said, setting them up is a complete bear. They're really great when they work, but now I got to do it again. And I can't really remember all the steps, so I'm going to have to pull out the manual. Ah, darn it. Yeah, I still don't understand why it worked this morning. You would have thought, hey, if it hooked up once, it would hook up again, but... And I didn't turn the phone off or anything, so... Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. But... yeah, it's another purely urban trail. It likes to go along the drainage canals. That seems to be a big thing here in Colorado Springs. I guess it was, easy city properties. Easy for the city to put a trail there. But yeah, yeah, it's the weather's supposed to get bad by sometime on Tuesday. But Tuesday we have our Tai Chi class, so we don't usually ride. And then I have somehow they forgot to Pace, our senior insurance that we have at the moment, also provides transportation for us. And somehow they forgot to schedule me, so I couldn't go see my personal care physician last Wednesday. So now I got to go Thursday this week. But the weather does not look real wonderful either day. Hey, BJ, stay off the grass. Yeah, like I said, we got to get both of our trikes up to Angletech and have them work on the derailleur adjustment, because I fiddled with the adjuster that's on the derailleur wire, but it's just not. It needs some work or something. They need to look and see if maybe the derailleur hanger's a little bent or something. Because it just doesn't really want to go in where I need it to go, so it doesn't help much. But try to keep it to this side, because on the other side now is Union Boulevard. Lots of traffic. I'm sure you'll hear the car noise. But you can probably hear it's not quite in gear, but I'm not pedaling hard enough to make it jump out. But yeah, just really pretty day today. It looks like the clouds finally headed east, and we've got almost pure sunshine, just really wispy little clouds now. And very nice day. Very fortunate. So you gotta take them when you can get them. Because I know you folks in the Midwest and the East Coast, man, y'all have been getting nailed. We've had this really stubborn high pressure that's kept us from getting all the cold, but that's gonna push on east, so hopefully bring you guys some decent weather for probably midweek. Then we've got another low right behind it, so probably won't be that long before you're back to where you were. Yeah, this is our turnaround point. This is Ranch Drive, so we have to turn around here and head on back. I got a car coming, so gotta hurry up here. Passing the Bethel Mennonite Church. That when I was growing up was on the west side of Colorado Springs, but now it's funny because this is considered north, but it's really more central than it is north now. Colorado Springs has gotten so big. Okay. Well, I'm going to pop off here, and because we got a really big downhill now, and I'd like to have both hands on the wheels, as they say. So, yeah. BJ Ando, out and about on the recumbents with Joe this time. Oh, my feet are just being a pain. Can't get them out of my thing here. All right. We'll get back to you. Bye. Well, hey, we're back. Kind of a big interlude between the different areas, but we were doing a lot of, basically ugly bike lane, so decided not to bore you to death with a video of that. At least now we're back on the trail. This is the Pikes Peak Greenway coming out of America the Beautiful Park. That bridge is what crosses Monument Creek, because it's still Monument Creek at this time. Not too much further down the road, though, it turns from Monument to Fountain Creek as it heads toward Pueblo. See if I can switch hands here. Let Joe come around. Give you something to watch besides the upcoming trail. But yeah, let's see. It's about 1:40. We're gonna head back through Monument Valley Park, and then see if Joe wants to end up at howdy. See if Joe wants to end up at Stir for iced tea. But yeah, howdy. Going right along the creek here. That's mostly what the Pikes Peak Greenway does, is go right along to the north Monument Creek, to the south Fountain Creek. Because like I've said before, the Pikes Peak Greenway would be our longest continuous trail. I think if you did the whole thing, it'd be about 50 miles. You'd be going from howdy? You'd be going from the little town of Fountain in the south to the even littler towns of Monument and Palmer Lake, Colorado, up north, through the Air Force Academy grounds. And yeah, so we're making our way here. I don't know if you've noticed, but I picked up a new helmet mirror. Got one like Joe's. It's for some funny, my old mirror, was really meant to be put on glasses, and these helmets didn't come with a visor, so there was no edge I could hook them to. So I had to get this style of helmet, because it's made to, it basically cable ties to the top of the helmet. One nice thing about it is it has a much larger mirror, and the other thing is that it has a it can bend about any way you could possibly bend a mirror without breaking. Okay, bad bump. Ugh, ugh. I got another bit of bad bump here. Bump, 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 bump. That's an edge. Looks like it's fairly dry today, so that's good. There's a little bit of mud spot here, but it's not too bad. Let Joe get in front of me again. Howdy. Now we're in, I guess you call it the park of the park part of Monument Valley Park. This place, right here has baseball diamonds, the swimming pool, the covered picnic veranda that you have to have a reservation for. Yes, you have to have a reservation, or they'll chew you right out and shoo you right out. But so like I said, today's video, this is mainly just we wanted to get out for a ride today because don't know what's going on for tomorrow yet. It might be nice enough to ride, but like I said, Tuesday we have our Tai Chi class, and it's not going to be a very nice day to my understanding. And then by Thursday, I think there's at least a chance of snow. So maybe not a big chance, but any chance is too much chance for us. Wow, look at all the Canadian geese. This is Swan Lake. Not Swan Lake. Let's call it Swan Lake. Stanley Lake, sorry. Because those aren't swans, no. But yeah, that's it's called Stanley Lake. Usually there's not quite that many, well, there's a lot of them today. Yeah, I mean, there's a whole lot of them today. Oh, man. Let's see, what are we getting up to? Now we're up to over 17 miles, so we should be able to get an easy 20 in. We're going to go straight, dear. Not up the bridge. Honey? There we go. Pick up this is the west side of the Pikes Peak Greenway Trail, and we like it because it's a lot more concrete. As you can see, pickleball is very popular here. And lots of bikes today. Howdy. Hello. Hello. Lots of bikes today. Yeah, that's technically an illegal bike. They're not supposed to be riding those on the trail because they're considered motorcycles and not e-bikes. Even if they are powered by a battery, they don't have any pedals, so they're not pedal assist. So that makes them a class 3. Yeah, the only problem with this part is you have to go through the parking lot here to get over to the trail. Do a gratuitous Joe shot here. Okay. Alright. Howdy. Yeah. Transitions are really tough around here. They don't take their time to build in the smooth transition the first time. It's like they get the trail done and they come back 10 years later and fix the transition. The other thing is strange though is how they won't finish a trail all the way to the road. There's at least 3 or 4 trails that have a spot where, you know, it either changes back to asphalt or dirt or something, and they should have concreted all the way to the street. This is Duck Lake down here, but doesn't look like there's any ducks today. Oh, there might be a couple over there. Maybe just one. He's got the whole lake to himself, or herself. No, I see some more. Not very many though. There's a few of them. Well, there's more Canadian geese than ducks actually. Those 2 are ducks. The rest of them I think are Canadian geese. Yeah. There's only 2 ducks in the duck pond. Like I said, it's been a very beautiful day. And I have to watch the weather report tonight because even if it doesn't snow or anything, I think it's supposed to be chillier and I think the wind's supposed to come up. We've picked up a bit of breeze, you know, as we get into the late afternoon here. But nothing really bad. Hello? It's so funny, you hit the one metal thing and it's noisy as crazy. Hit this one, makes no noise at all. Or hardly any. Sorry about that, I let the camera get a little too close to the fender there. All right. But the nice thing is now that we're into February, you know, the sun doesn't go down till about 5:15, so that gives us a little more time to ride because because the you know, it's still chilly, quite cold in the morning, so it takes a little while before Joe and I want to get out there, and we're really not interested in freezing our butts off, so we probably get out about, we probably start around 10. And usually stay out till this time of year, usually about 3 if the weather's good. Hello?
How you doing, brother?
Have a good one. creek down there, but you can't see it because of the trees. It's usually you can't see the forest through the trees, but here you can't see the creek through the trees. Yeah, I don't know how much time I got left. It's actually battery, because this one has the 128 gigabyte SD card, so it can go for like 3 hours. But I'm sure my battery is getting down there. Done quite a bit of recording today, so I'm going to go ahead and give you the spiel. Thank you for watching, and we definitely would appreciate it if you would like, share, and subscribe to our video channel. For you new folks out there, we are Out and About on the Recumbents by BJ and Joe Ando. And passing on your left. Thank you very much. Yeah, so to get back where we were, I said we'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe. I want to shout out to our subscribers. Really appreciate you all hanging in there with us. And yeah, like I said, we got any new folks out there checking out the channel, welcome. And we'd love to have you as a subscriber. This channel will always be on free YouTube, even if I end up having to pay for it someday. But I would never think about doing a Patreon or the things where you can click on it and send money and stuff like that. No thanks. We do this for the fun of it. Oh, just to get back from something from a couple videos ago, I had some SD card problems, and it looks like that's fixed. But now I've got a problem. My new phone is not pairing up with my helmet, and so I got to go through all that rigmarole again. Oh boy. But I have to go home and get the paperwork, because I can't remember how to do it. It had it seemed like it was trying to work, but I mean, actually it's funny because it worked this morning, but even it showed that that the helmet was on, had been put on by an old phone, or on a different phone, so it probably shouldn't have worked this morning, which is weird. I thought I'd be okay, but it didn't work out that way. And now it won't connect to the helmet, so I got to go in and redo it all. Like I said, I can't remember how to put the pairing mode, to the phone. Oh wow, got trikes today. I've seen a couple of trikes today. One lady just passed you, tell she has e-assist because she just left us in the dust. This guy has that really badass scooter. Howdy. That thing looks like it's got like 9,000 watts of power. All right. Hello. Howdy. Sorry, I gotta remember to keep this camera higher than the 6. Yeah, I apologize for the 6 getting into a lot of the video, but I like it there. It's nice to have it mounted because, especially when you're going, on a fast downhill, it's really kind of hairy to have a camera in your hand, when you're doing a fast downhill. Sorry, that was a hand switch there. Better get this turned a little bit. But, howdy. Hello. Howdy. Hello. Hello. Howdy. So you can tell it's a nice day. It's been a very busy, all the trails are busy today. So, yeah, I think what we'll do is go up here and we're going to stop at a certain point and go ahead and end the video for today, and so I can get it all doctored up and put together for tomorrow, if possible. Tomorrow or the next day. This one will be hello. This one should be a little longer than yesterday's, but even that, or Friday's rather, but even that turned out to be an hour. We had a good time yesterday. We had, well, the first part not any fun, but we had to go get our taxes done, and because we're low income, we could get them done for free at certain places, and so we got all that done. Found out that we were so poor that they had to give us $1 on our tax intern, or on our tax return, so they could finish everything out, because we were owing $0. So they did that, and we are going to get a whole $38 back from the Tabor money from the state of Colorado. So take us out to eat sometime. That'd be nice, but it takes about 2 weeks for it to show up. Never shows up very fast. So we're heading for the Pop Cycle Bridge here. Yeah, this part of the West Side Trail Greenway is kind of ugly because they have the truck yard for the city. But we enjoy, like I said, we like it because it's all concrete, so we don't have to do the dirt. This is the Pop Cycle Bridge, Popcycle, not popsicle, but Pop Cycle. There's a okay. Well, howdy. Hey Jojo, when we get up here, we're going to stop at the sign. Howdy. In the video. You really do miss that instant communication we had, and the helmets are both working. Okay, stop right here. There you go. All right. So from BJ and Joe Ondo, out and about on the Recumbents. Till we come together next time, happy trails. Bye.
Bye.